Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. We invite elected military and all veterans to please salute the flag. And now, please welcome Grace Albertson, who will perform our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Grace Albertson.
Welcome to Baseball Town, Reading Fightin' Phils fans, as we are getting set for game number 6 of 6 here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Your Reading Fightin' Phils taking on the Bowie Baysox for the final time this season. Reading dropped both games of the doubleheader yesterday, losing the first one 5-1 and then 4-1. They recorded a total of just 8 hits throughout the day, which was tough going, but we saw elite pitching yesterday. A start from Zach Eflin, 2 1/3 innings of work, struck out 2, looked really good in his first outing in over a month back from injury. Hans Krause, another one, was stellar on the mound, and so was Sir Anthony Dominguez in his best outing in his rehab after Tommy John. He had an inning and 2/3, struck out 2 on just 30 pitches, and Kyle Bowie was great to shut out the game last night. So Reading comes in behind in the series 3-2. They have a chance to tie it up and split it, and then they'll hit the road for 2 weeks. 6 against the Portland Sea Dogs, that's the Red Sox affiliate, and then 6 against the Hartford Yard Goats, that's the Rockies affiliate. And then they'll be back for one more series at home against the against the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. And then they'll hit the road to Binghamton. It is Tyler Phillips in his second start here since coming over from the Texas Rangers. Phillips was pretty good his last outing. They just gave him 2 frames, and he only allowed 1 hit. So we'll have to see how he fares here against the Bowie Baysox as he steps onto the rubber. It'll be Tyler Phillips followed by Noah Skiro today, but they'll give Skiro a clean frame, so should Phillips not go through a full 2, they'll put somebody else in there. Might see, depending on pitch count, Phillips able to go longer than 2 today. His first pitch to Caden Grenier, a swinging strike. 2:18 p.m. here in Reading, Pennsylvania. That's strike 2. Phillips hitting 95 right out of the gate. And one of our few afternoon games here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Just a couple on the schedule slated for this season as Grenier is punched out, looking another 95-mile-an-hour fastball off the hands of Tyler Phillips to begin this ball game, and there's one away. Now, Phillips was in the Rangers system before he was designated for assignment, and the Fightin' Phils swooped him up off the waivers just a little bit ago, and he's been with us for about a month now, but there was some stuff that he wanted to work on and the stuff that the Phillies wanted to work on as well, so had him on the developmental list, but he was here in Reading working with, the pitching coach Brad Bergeson and a couple of coordinators here, and he feels really good, and he's back in action. But first time facing live batters was on August 17th in that ball game. They gave him 2 frames, and we'll see how he does here today. Pitches a ball and a strike to Jordan Westberg. That's batter number 2. A little bit sticky out today, humid as Hurricane Henry makes landfall more near Rhode Island. We're supposed to get some rain and wind here, but hopefully it'll hold off throughout the game as Westberg takes a called strike 2. It is Josh Gilreath behind the plate calling the balls and strikes. And he's punched out by Phillips right at the letters. Back-to-back caught lookings to begin this ball game here, and quickly Phillips gets 2 outs for Patrick Dorian. 76 degrees, it's overcast, it is humid. And there's a slight breeze though, left to right. Not too much of an impact right now, but we'll see if that picks up throughout the game. Called strike to Patrick Dorian. Swing and a miss, a foul ball up the first baseline. That's strike 2. The righty kicks and fires, ground ball left side. It is Chris Cornelius coming over onto first, and a big 1-2-3 inning of work for Tyler Phillips. And he asked the umpires, "You want to check my glove?" They say, next time. So he gets him down in order, and Reading has the opportunity to get on the board first here in the bottom half.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admissions tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Customers Bank is a proud continued partner of the United Way of Berks County and the Ready, Set, Read initiative. Ready, Set, Read programs focus on improving literacy skills for children from birth through 3rd grade. The Fundamentals of Reading are a community-wide initiative that bring together schools, businesses, organizations, and individuals throughout our area to improve early grade reading success. Customers Bank and the United Way of Berks County are committed to reading success and urge you and your business to support this worthwhile initiative. For more information on Ready, Set, Read and how you can become involved, please visit readysetreadberks.org. And thank you, Customers Bank, for your continued support.
A quick top of the first for Tyler Phillips. It takes him 10 pitches to record 2 strikeouts and a ground out, so he puts the Fightins back to bat in the bottom half. And they have an opportunity to score first. They're going to send up Matt Kroon as the leadoff guy, then Stott, Ortiz, and Stokes. Falls into the cleanup hitter today. That pushes Josh Steven down to 5th. And Brock Stassi back in the lineup today after getting game 2 off. Glad to see him hitting today. And it is Grayson Rodriguez for another game. We saw him to start off of this series on Tuesday. The Fightins ended up winning that game. They only gave him 5 frames, which I was honestly surprised about. He was pitching pretty well, but apparently, that's the limit they had against him. 5 innings of work, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned 6 strikeouts on 76 pitches, and he actually faced off against Phillips then. Fly ball left side. Matt Kroon starts this ball game off with a home run. His second of the series, his second of the season. And that was absolutely slammed into the picnic area. The Fightins take a 1-0 lead off one swing of the bat. Only had a couple of leadoff homers this year. Daniel Brito had one. Archimedes Gamboa had one to lead off the season, actually. And 1 pitch for Rodriguez, 1 home run. And now he'll face off Stott, who takes a swinging strike. So that first game was Phillips versus Rodriguez. And he had only given up 1 run, Phillips 0. And it was Conroy, who they threw in for the last 4 frames, ended up blowing the save in the bottom of the 9th. The R-Phils walked it off thanks to Josh Steven, as Bryson Stott takes a called strike 2. And that is a swinging strike 3, so that'll do it for Bryson Stott on 3 pitches. And there's 1 away now for Jalen Ortiz. Ortiz had a big home run yesterday's ball game. He's had 3 here in Reading, so that brings his season total up to 22, which hit most of those in Jersey Shore, but he's really starting to get the hang of things here in Double-A. Rodriguez kicks and fires home. This one down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Grayson is the Orioles' number 2 prospect in their system, which their system ranks number 2 in all of baseball. As it's fouled into the dugout. Did it clip somebody over there? I think they were able to get away, hopefully. Hitting coach Tyler Henson waves. I'm okay. But it is strike 2 for Ortiz. And he sends it deep to left, ropes it a little bit foul. And the count will remain. If he can move that a little bit over to the right, that'll be gone just the same as Kroon's. Rodriguez hits 96. And his fastball, the 1-2 down and away, he holds off. 2-2. Grayson 6'5" on the mound, really towers over everybody. 220 up there. And he gets Ortiz to chase. That's strike 3 and the second out of the first. Now Rodriguez usually features his fastball, but also works with a changeup. They think that's going to be his secondary offering. And sometimes a slider, still a plus pitch in his repertoire. And sometimes he'll fold in a curveball that hits mid-70s. Rodriguez turns, kicks and fires here to Madison Stokes. Back-to-back called strikes, puts him down 0-2. It's Watson, Risers, and Stowers left to right in the outfield. Dorian and Westberg on the left side of the infield, and Grenier and Doshbach second and first respectively. Rodriguez throwing to Chris Hudgens behind the plate. Hudgens and Roberts really splitting time here at 3 games apiece for the dual catchers on the Baysox active roster. And Stokes chases down and away for strike 3 on an off-speed pitch. Rodriguez strikes out the side, but he gives up a solo home run to Matt Kroon to start off this ball game. Reading leads by 1 as we go into the top of the second.
Gear up for the Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at FirstEnergy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selection of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading hot dog gear, plus throwback black R-Trains R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with the EXP Realty Group throughout the 2021 season. Visit their convenient website at brgpa.com. The custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and their talented team of agents is here to answer all your questions. Call them today at 610-926-8610. EXP Realty Group is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils at all 7 Savage 61 Fiesta Friday games during the 2021 season. EXP Realty Group, where every move matters.
Savage Auto Groups is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. Our large inventory and wide selection of models, along with competitive pricing, allow us to make great deals on many vehicle makes and models. Visit Savage 61, Kia, and L&B in Berks County for all your automotive needs.
Here we go into the top of the second, as Phillips only needed 10 pitches to get out of the first. And Matt Kroon will start us off with a lead with his solo home run. Here's Kyle Stowers as Phillips gets him to foul a pitch back. There's one away. Stowers fouls another one back off of Phillips. And he's down 0-2. The righty kicks and fires a little bit too far below the knees for ball one. Phillips is on the Phillies' 40-man roster, because when you get claimed off of waivers, you got to be added. As Stowers lines one into left field, Josh Stephen all over it. There's out number one. Couple guys on the 40-man with the Fightin' Phils right now. Tyler Phillips, obviously, Francisco Morales, and then the two Major League rehabbers in Sir Anthony Dominguez and Zach Eflin. Both of them threw yesterday, so don't believe we'll be seeing them today. As Phillips is going to face off Andrew Doshbach. Ground ball up the middle, takes a weird hop off the mound. Chris Cornelius makes a great play over to first. There's two away. Standing in the right spot, but able to follow the ball as it hopped over the mound, poked itself a little bit more towards first base. He shuffled over and made the play. Two outs. So I imagine if Phillips continues on this trend of retiring batters quickly, they'll give him another frame of work. One, because he's pitching well, but two, because it'll be within the confines of whatever pitch count they have for him. He's only up to 16 now with this called strike to Zach Watson. Watson was all over the Phillies yesterday, as Phillips gets a swinging strike two. The righty stands completely towards the plate. He's throwing a Jack Conley behind, by the way. Josh Stephen out in left, Matt Kroon in center, and Grady Kumana over in right. The infield, Stokes at third, Stott, Cornelius, and Brock Stassi. Ground ball right side. Stassi flips it underhand to the covering Phillips. He steps on first, and that'll do it. Another 1-2-3 frame for the starter. And as we head into the bottom half, Reading still leads by one.
What does it mean to bank locally with Tompkins? It means keeping your money in your community with a team of neighbors to guide you through big decisions and milestones, plus all the convenience of our mobile app, where you can manage your account, deposit checks remotely, send money to family and friends, even turn your card off if it gets misplaced, then back on when you find it. Ready to bank locally with the team at Tompkins? Visit Tompkins Vist Bank online or at a branch to get started. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Copa de la Diversión is an initiative of MILB which creates alternate identities for teams across the country wishing to better reach out to their Latino communities. The new identity represents more than a luchador. Luchar means to fight for, and luchador translates to fighter. But it also signifies a specific type of fighter, a masked wrestler. The mask logo pays tribute to some of the most notable elements of the city of Reading. Embodied in the luchador's masks is Reading's pagoda, surrounded by 23 sun rays representing the Latin American countries and Puerto Rico. Down the bridge of the nose is Reading's fire tower. Home plate serves as a luchador's mouth, with FirstEnergy Stadium's facade creating the upper lip. Below the chin are train tracks, symbolic of the historic Reading Railroad. And along the side are baseball seams, a nod to Baseball Town's rich history. Fans can look forward to the R-Phils players suiting up in Los Luchadores de Reading caps and jerseys on specific games throughout the season.
Well, into the bottom of the second we go. 6 straight outs from Tyler Phillips on 18 pitches. So I can only imagine we'll see him for the third. But first, the bottom of the second, Reading already up by 1 thanks to Matt Kroon. They'll try to give themselves some more insurance runs here. And they'll start off with Josh Stephen. As he fouls it. Back for strike number 1, Stephen. Tough day yesterday. 0 for 6. Did record a hit, though, in the bottom of the 7th inning in game number 2. Dorian playing in at third, but Stephen pulls it over to second, on to first. There's one away.
The first baseman, number 34, Brock Stassi.
Here's Brock Stassi now, big fan group here today. Gets a swing and a miss. There's strike 1. Holds off on a pitch outside. Reading 1 run on 1 hit. And they'll have it's caught by Watson out and left. Just stayed up a little too long. Looked like it's going to drop, but Stassi might have had too much on it there. And that is out number 2. And here's Grenny Kumana now. Big day here at FirstEnergy Stadium. We've got Meredith Kate Flannery from The Office. She actually went to Archbishop Carroll and is from Philadelphia, so kind of a hometown celebrity. And another big hometown celebrity, the Philly Fanatic. I'm not sure who's more popular there. He was very well received by the crowd. As Rodriguez comes inside to Kumana, back-to-back strikes. Infield backing up with 2 outs. The prospect kicks and fires. Kumana chases, but he doesn't go around. There's ball 1. Kumana reaches up for one way over his head, gets it with the end of his bat, and is able to stay alive. Rodriguez's fastball topping out at 96 today, but Phillips really not far behind him, 95. And Rodriguez comes in the dirt here for ball number 2. What scouts like about Grayson Rodriguez is his delivery is the same every time. And it's very efficient as he go down and away to Kumana. This count is now full. So everything from his body language to his slot to his setup motion, all the same. As Kumana flies this up into foul territory, coming over the third baseman Dorian. It lands in the bullpen. Not able to make the catch. Kumana will have to do it again. So batters are less inclined to be able to tell what Grayson Rodriguez is going to throw, because everything looks the same. And besides that, it's an efficient motion, so he's not, overworking himself. He's not making himself extra tired for no reason. And here's the payoff pitch once again to Kumana. It's inside, it's ball 4. And he'll take his base on the first free pass issued today. The Fightins will have a runner on and 2 outs now for Chris Cornelius. Cornelius played in the first game of the doubleheader. Went 1 for 2, reached on an error though. And also had a base knock. We'll see what he can do today. Gap up the right side of the infield. The pitch comes down and away from Rodriguez though. And Cornelius ropes this one down the left field line. It's going to drop in. It could be extra bases. Being held up at third is Grenny Kumana. A double for Cornelius with 2 away will continue this frame as Reading gets 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. And here is Jack Conley. In the dirt from Conley, he holds off. That's a ball. Good block by Hudgens. Granny Kumana over at third has got some wheels. Reading's up by 1 here in the bottom of the second. They'll look to add some insurance runs on the board. And Conley pokes it the other way. This is going to drop in and score a run. Being rounded home is Cornelius. And Jack Conley, a 2 RBI double to continue this inning, puts Reading up by 3 in the bottom of the second. Back-to-back doubles by Reading. Scores 2 runs. And Conley, who's been struggling at the plate, finds a good time to get back in there. And we're back to the top of the order now with Matt Kroon. All of this has been a 2-out rally. Kumana started it off with the walk. Then Cornelius and Conley extra base hits. And we're back to Kroon, who had that solo shot to start off this ball game. Wind is pushing out to center field now, and it's picking up a little bit. Rodriguez comes home to Kroon in the dirt for ball 1. Nice to see the fight and start this ball game open with some offense. Kroon chases. He's behind a 95-mile-an-hour fastball for strike 2. Rodriguez taking his time out of the stretch, the 1-2, and Kroon behind the fastball once more. That's out number 3, but not before Reading scores 2 off the bat of Jack Conley. They lead by 3 going into the third.
Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to a ball game every Sunday home game at FirstEnergy Stadium. Sundays are Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Classic Harley-Davidson. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $50 when purchased in advance. Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long here at FirstEnergy Stadium. The Fightins feature special post-game concerts throughout the entire season with more live music than anywhere else in Berks County. Each post-game concert features $1 off St. Boniface Brewing and live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's post-game concerts thanks to St. Boniface Brewing. From the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro & Son. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin' Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO.
Well, a little bit of a two-out rally for the Fightin' Phils in the bottom of the second. Jack Conley puts another 2 on the board for Reading, so they lead by 3, and it is Tyler Phillips who returns for the top of the third. He only has 18 pitches and hasn't even come through the order as he sat down the first 6 he's seen. So we'll see the 7, 8, and 9 batters right now. Big news in the Phillies world. They have reinstated Rhys Hoskins. Now, somebody had to go, and they've optioned Alec Bohm back down to AAA. Bohm has only had 1 game in AAA since in the pandemic year he went straight from AA to the majors. But he'll be back with Lehigh Valley for today, and then we'll have to see what happens because Monday the Iron Pigs have off, and then they're home for 12 games in a row, starting against the AAA Yankees. As Phillips comes high to riser here, ball 1. So not sure how long they're going to leave Bohm in AAA or if they're going to give him some time to work on his defense out there. They've really got Ronald Torreyes playing in the hot corner for the most part now. Just below the knees, 3 straight balls here to Johnny Riser. Phillips has been perfect through the first 2. And I'll get a strike on the inside corner now. And they've announced their lineup for their 3:40 game on the West Coast against the Padres, so I'll tune you into that one. That starts in about an hour. A line drive over the head of Stott at short. And stopping himself at first is Riser. That's the first hit of the day for the Bowie Baysox. And here's Toby Welk. Hoskins over at first. JT back in the lineup behind the plate. It's Kyle Gibson who's going to start it off. Phillips leans down. Gets the sign from Conley behind the plate. He's got a runner on first and nobody out. And he'll start off Welk with a called strike. He's got some run support today. The Fightins have already scored 3. We're only in the top of the third. And, of course, they're playing as the Reading Hot Dogs today. In their typical red hot dog jersey top, the yellow cap sleeve, and the hot dog hat. As Welk sends this one way deep to left center field. A 2-run shot from Toby Welk here will score 2 for the Bowie Baysox. And they cut into Reading's lead. They're only down by 1 now. Toby Welk has been having a heck of a series, especially yesterday and today. He had a home run in game 1 of the doubleheader and then also had a triple in the second game. And as we talked about yesterday, trying to honor his coach Lee Meckerly, who just died the other night. Big proponent here of baseball in Berks County, and at a coach at the university that Welk went to, PSU Berks. That's why he's had such a big crowd here at the ballpark. A line drive by Husbands deep to left field. Steven on the run at the warning track. He makes an over-the-shoulder catch for out number 1.
Number 14,
Here's Caden Grenier as we go back to the top of the order. Grenier caught looking in his first at-bat. Take a swinging strike. The lights have come on at FirstEnergy Stadium now. I mean, the sun is not going to set until 8, but It's overcast here and some dark clouds beyond, but overhead, it's all good as Grenier takes a called strike 2. Fly ball, that's going to drop in front of Matt Kroon. And Grenier will have a base hit as the tying run is on first.
The shortstop, number 27, Jordan Westberg.
Phillips leans over, gets the sign from Conley. Upstairs, Conley down to first, the tag by Stassi, not in time. And the runner's good over there. Just one out here in the top of the third. This has been the first frame where the Baysox have eaten into Phillips. Ground ball left side, it's foul. Strike 2. Reading 3 runs on 3 hits. Bowie 2 runs on 3 hits. Another tight ball game between these two teams. Phillips misses upstairs. Ball 1. Up to 33 pitches now is Tyler Phillips. In his last outing, they gave him 36, but I don't see anybody warming up, so looks like they'll try to let him get through this inning on his own. Runner on first, there's 1 out, and a 2-2 count to the batter, Jordan Westberg. Phillips, the righty, sets up on the third base side of the rubber. The runner's going. Here's the pitch. Conley with the throw down from his knees right to Cornelius. And it would have been perfect, but Cornelius can't hold on to the ball. Beautiful throw from Conley. Doesn't even pop, just throws from his knees. And the runner shifts to second, which kind of moves the double play out of the picture. And it was a ball to Westberg, so the count is full. Liner that Chris Cornelius misses. It goes right up the middle. And there'll be runners on the corners with back-to-back base hits.
The third baseman, number 4, Patrick Dorian.
Here's Patrick Dorian. And now we'll see a visit from the pitching coach, Brad Bergeson, here. The catcher, Conley, going to come out as well, and I do see Jonathan Hennigan warming up in the bullpen. They're going to give Skiro a clean frame whenever he is to come out. So we'll see Hennigan if we need to finish off this half inning. Phillips got 2 on and just 1 out, with Patrick Dorian heading up to the plate. The home plate umpire, Josh Gilreath, comes out. Now he's the one that threw Bergeson out the other night. Breaks up the meeting at the mound, all good this time. And Phillips is left in here to face the lefty batter. And an off-speed pitch gets a swing and a miss out of Dorian. Phillips comes set at the waist. He goes over to first, but the throw is not in time with his back to first. Doesn't really have a sense of how far the runner is taking, but can't see the runner over at third. Leans over, gets the sign from Conley. Score is Reading 3, Bowie 2, but they've got some action on the base pass. A fly ball into left, it's going to drop and score at least one run as hustling around third is Westberg. Here's the throw home, it's up the line, and 2 runs score as suddenly Bowie is on top, 4-3, a 2 RBI double from Patrick Dorian. It's amazing how quickly things change as second time through the order can make such a difference. Reading was up by 3, now they're down by 1. And now manager Sean Williams will come out and take the ball away from Tyler Phillips. They'll turn to Jonathan Hennigan here to get the final 2 outs of the top of the third inning as Phillips gets cheers from the crowd.
Unlike any other area at FirstEnergy Stadium, the Stadium 61 dugout suite puts you at the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, ability and motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for a one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite are $27 and include options to add food or drink packages. For the first time ever, the Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you their classic game program all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player rosters, and front office staff. It also includes featured stories and alumni reports, all on the favorite guys who spent their time in baseball town. Visit rphils.com/programs to check it out.
Purchase a bank of tickets to be used throughout the Fightin' Phils season. The Flex Bank lets you use the number of tickets you need when you need them. You will have an online Flex Bank account which allows you to use your bank of tickets or vouchers to redeem for game tickets whenever you need them. You can also reserve your game tickets from your Flex Bank by contacting the ticket office or redeeming in person at the stadium. Visit rphils.com or call the office at 610-370-BALL for more information about the Flex Bank ticket packages and all the exciting ways you can get tickets to a FirstEnergy Stadium game.
Well, Sean Williams often calls upon Jonathan Hennigan with runners on. He'll usually come out and try to complete a frame. One of those relief pitchers. He has had 9 runners he's inherited so far this season and only allowed 3 of them to score. So he will come in to get 2 outs in the top of the 4th thanks to the call to the bullpen from Alvernia University. And he'll have a runner on second for Kyle Stowers. Stowers fouls it into Bowie's dugout. That's strike number 1. Line drive up the middle, bounces into the outfield, coming around and scoring is Dorian easily, and it will be 5-3 on another base hit from the Bowie Baysox. And there's a runner on first, still with just 1 out here to Andrew Daschbach. That run goes back to Tyler Phillips. 2 1/3 innings is his final line. Gives up 5 hits, 5 earned runs. And now the runner on first will be Jonathan Hennigan's runner as the lefty gets a swing and a miss out of Andrew Daschbach. in the dirt. It gets by Conley, picks it up, doesn't throw to second, and on a wild pitch, Kyle Stowers gets himself into scoring position and erases the double play ball from the Fightin' Phils. Hennigan hits inside. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Andrew Doshbach. Wind is picking up again, left to right. This time it's coming inside the ballpark. Bowie, 5 runs on 6 hits. All of that has happened here in the top of the 3rd inning. Reading down 3 runs on 3 hits as Hennigan comes home inside again. And that'll be ball number 3 to Andrew Doshbach. Lots of kids in the pool today. Actually, a nice pool day. It's heated over there. I want to say it's like 87 degrees, so it's perfect. Swing and a miss from Doshbach makes this count full. Hennigan looking for out number 2 here in the top of the 3rd. And a called strike 3 to Doshbach. He thought he had ball 4. He's halfway up the first baseline, and he has to turn around, pick up his bat, and head back to the dugout because that is out number 2. And with Zach Watson coming up to the plate, the Baysox will have batted through the order. But we'll try to keep the and then some part of it out of it if they can get the 3rd out here. Hennigan looks back. Now he comes home downstairs, ball 1. Kyle Stowers out on second. Singled and then moved over on a wild pitch. Once again in the dirt. Good block by Jack Conley. Sets up, glove at his chest, the lefty. On the 3rd base side of the rubber. Kicks and fires home, ball 3. Now Hennigan was down in the count 3-0 to Doshbach, came back and got the strikeout. And he comes home in for a called strike to Watson now. We'll see if he can do the same and battle back in this at-bat. Called strike 2. Conley keeps a rogue one in front of him, and Hennigan has battled back. Three balls and 2 strikes. The lefty trying to get out of this inning. And a line drive right to the jumping glove of Brock Stassi to end the inning. A big play by the first baseman, and that'll do it here, but Reading gives up 5 runs on 6 hits. And they're down by 2 now as we go into the bottom of the 3rd.
From the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro & Son. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable quality hauling, disposal, and recycling service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin' Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 7 Friday home games this season. The Savage 61's Fiesta Fridays, presented by Alex Batanzas of eXp Realty, Humane Pennsylvania, Supportive Concepts for Families, Children's Home of Reading, and Mao Beer. Fiesta Fridays features special Los Luchadores de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural events throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Every time you grab an ice-cold 20-ounce Pepsi, you'll find a Pepsi emoji on the side of the bottle. So while the Pepsi delivers this, the Pepsi emoji delivers this.
Ooh.
So go ahead, crack open a Pepsi and tell the world how you feel and what you love with Pepsi emojis. Say it with Pepsi.
A tough top of the third inning as Reading gives up 5 runs on 6 hits and has the Baysox bat through the order, but it's their turn here offensively. They're down by just 2. And it's Bryson Stott who's going to lead us off against Grayson Rodriguez. He'll take a first pitch strike. Bryson Stott jams this into left center field. We'll see if he can drop in, and it does past Johnny Reiser all the way on the warning track. Another double for Bryson Stott. That's his 20th here in Double-A. He's done 3 in the past 3 games. You can add a 4th one on here. And man, is he making a case for Player of the Week. I gotta think he's up there. Had multi-hit games in every game he's played in the past few, and has really moved his hit streak up 5 games. Been on base 11 games in a row as well. And he's got himself on second. He's getting up there in hits too. He's trying to run down Madison Stokes. That'll be 72 for Bryson Stott. And Stokes has 73 so far this season. And it's Jalen Ortiz who's up here first. With a runner on second. Reading needs 2 runs here if they want to tie it up. Ortiz late to a 96-mile-an-hour fastball for strike 3. And there's one away now for Madison Stokes. Now Stokes and Steven also battling for the highest runs scored. Both of them have crossed the plate 37 times this season. Now, Stokes wants to get a hit to lead the hits column, but if he does, he'll push Bryson Stott across the plate. I don't think he'd be mad about that, though, as he fouls this one up onto the roof. That's strike 1. And he fouls another one back. This time it'll go into the stands. Almost a good one-handed catch by a fan. The best souvenir out there at foul ball. Especially if you can get it signed after the game. Rodriguez comes set. Glove at his head. He looks back at Stott on second. Now he comes home to Stokes inside. There's ball 1. Rodriguez at 44 pitches here in the bottom of the third inning. He's got 1 out on the board. Stokes holds off, down and away. The count evens at 2. Now he's going to have to work against the wind as it's pushing inside the ballpark right now. Reading down by 2 here. But they've got a runner in scoring position. Rodriguez looks back at second. Here's the 2-2. Stokes chases, and Rodriguez slips it right by him. Strike 3, back-to-back case. And here's Josh Steven with 2 outs, trying to drive Bryson Stott in from second. He leads the team in RBIs with 38. Up the first baseline, it'll be made unassisted by Daschbach. Reading starts the inning off with a double from Bryson Stott, but they leave him on there, so they're still down by 2 going into the 4th.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, are you okay? The hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices, from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Sorry for that. We don't even play tomorrow night. I don't know what happened. There must be something wrong with my script. Hey, I might need some security. It looks like the Fanatics coming to get me. Oh boy. Good trouble. I'm sorry, Fanatic. It's tomorrow night. I'm so sorry, Fanatic. Come back tomorrow night. I'll be here.
A call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen here for the top of the 4th inning. Noah Skiro comes in to pitch for the Fightin' Phils. That was a slated piggyback for Skiro, but they were going to wait to give him a fresh inning. And so we'll get it here with the Fightin' Phils down by 2.
I'll let you know when the big Hawaiian trip giveaway is back here in Reading. Maybe next year.
And he's going to face off the bottom of the order. That's where we started in the 3rd, but the Baysox batted it all the way through. And so Reiser gets to lead it off once more. And his first offering into Johnny Reiser, it's a ball. Reading had a lead-off double in the bottom half, but they couldn't score Bryson Stott, so they're still down by 2 here in the top of the 4th inning. And Skiro misses again. The count now 2-1. gets a foul ball into the stands. Almost a good catch by a fan, but it bounces away. And there's strike 2. Count is even here for Skiro. Reiser lines it right by Brock Stassi into the outfield. And he'll have another base hit to his name, and he'll start off an inning with a runner on first, again for the Baysox here, and it's Toby Welk. Now, in the third, Reiser singled, and Welk brought him home on a home run. Now, hoping that it doesn't happen again. But we'll see here. As Welk pops it down into first base territory. It's foul. Brock Stassi moves with it and makes the catch. Welk is retired, and now there's one away. Here's the catcher, Chris Hudgens. Bowie 5 runs on 7 hits, Reading 3 runs on 4 hits. One of the only games going on here on the East Coast with Hurricane Henry hitting in. Lots of teams canceled their games out of precaution, but Reading was listed in the radar as a place that the Hurricane was going to kind of miss, at least for now. So we're okay here so far, and hoping to get this ball game in. Skiro goes over to first, but not able to get the runner Reiser. The Jersey Shore Blue Claws were one of those teams that canceled their games. As a wild pitch gets away from Conley, over to second goes Reiser, and he's got himself in scoring position here as Hudgens has a 2-0 count. So the Blue Claws canceled their game already. Well, they canceled it yesterday for today, so knew they weren't able to play. And the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs began a little bit earlier. They are through 6. Lehigh Valley has a 6-1 lead over the Rochester Red Wings. They're playing that at Frontier Field. And Freddie Galvis rehabbing with the Iron Pigs here. Hopefully will get back to Philadelphia when they return home. Big day. Matt Vierling, a home run. TJ Rivera, another home run. And Galvis right now 1 for 4. As Hudgens takes a called strike, the count now 3-1. Sam Coonrod also rehabbing in Lehigh Valley right now. He pitched a clean frame in relief. As Skiro gets a called strike at the knees. The count is full here. He's looking for out number 2. Here in the top of the 4th inning. Comes set. Slow rolling foul ball right to Brock Stassi. Lets it slide in his glove, steps on the bag, and that's out number 2 as Johnny Reiser shifts to third. And we go back to the top of the order with Caden Grenier. Grenier takes a called strike at the knees. He's 1 for 2 today. Had a single and a stolen base in the 3rd. Grenier pops this one foul into the right field grandstand. And that is strike number 2. Grenier takes the fastball upstairs, 91. From Noah Skiro. And the count moves to 1-2. Fly ball into center field. Kroon running in as quick as he can, but he's not able to get there. A single off the bat of Caden Grenier scores a run, and the score is Bowie 6, Reading 3 here in the top of the 4th. And here's Jordan Westberg now, another 1-for-2 batter. Skira right down the middle for strike number 1. There's 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Reading started with the offense, but it's been Bowie the past 2 frames. They lead by 6-3. In the dirt, Conley picks it up. Looks like he wants to go to first, but he's going to hold on to it. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Jordan Westberg. Westberg takes a step out. Now he'll get back in the righty batter's box. Skiro looking for strike number 3 here. And he gets a ground ball. Bryson Stott bobbles it. Can't recover. And so Westberg reaches first on an error by Bryson Stott as Grenier shifts to second. 2 on, 2 outs here for Patrick Dorian. Now he had 2 outs and came up with a big 2-run double in the 3rd. As the pitching coach Brad Bergeson going to come out to talk to Skiro in a minute. Tough there. You thought you had a ground ball to end the inning, and it doesn't. How do you stay mentally tough in that situation? You just got to attack the next batter and get the out here. The damage is not done yet, but if you fall apart, it will be. And that's, I think, where, can make the difference for a pitcher. He's only let up 1 run here in the 4th, but he's got 2 runners on. Bergeson heads back into the dugout. And now we're getting ready to get set here for Patrick Dorian. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Dorian takes a ball outside. Grenier at second, Westberg at first. Stott shaded more towards second base, so Madison Stokes is manning the left side of the infield. And Skiro gets a called strike to Dorian. Wind pushing out of the ballpark again. And he gets called strike 2. And he gets Dorian to chase upstairs, strike 3. And Skiro did remain tough there. Got the 3rd out, and only 1 run scored here in the top of the 1st. So Reading down by 3 as we go into the bottom half of the 4th.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on all the great work that ROG Orthodontics provides. ROG Orthodontics and the Reading Fightin Phils, two great hometown partners.
Into the bottom of the fourth, it's Grayson Rodriguez for another inning of work here against the Fightin Phils. As Rodriguez up to 47 pitches. Reading is down by 3 runs now. They're looking to at least cut a little bit into the Baysox lead. And it's Brock Stassi who will start it off for us here. Stassi 0 for 1. He takes the called strike from the prospect Rodriguez. One ball, one strike. Holds off on a pitch below the knees. And there's ball 3. Stassi very patient at the plate, a mature hitter. He's been doing this for quite a while. Looking to start the inning with a base runner. He thinks it's ball 4. He tosses his bat away. Can't believe that clipped the inside corner. It's a full count. Fouls it up the first baseline. We'll have to go again. Reading 3 runs on 4 hits. The Baysox 6 runs on 8 hits. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning here at America's Classic Ballpark. And another foul ball up the first baseline into the outfield it goes. And here comes pitch number 7 of the at-bat. And there's ball 4. This one definitive as it's way out of the strike zone. So Stassi will take first and start this thing off with a base runner here for Grenny Kumana. Kumana walked in his first at-bat against Rodriguez. Stassi shuffles over as Kumana takes a ball upstairs. Still 95 here from Rodriguez. He's up to 56 pitches. The righty takes a step back. Now he comes home. Kumana a foul ball back behind the plate into the stands. Threw 76 pitches in his first outing, so we'll have to see if they let him go longer than 5. if he's under that pitch count. Inside, a called strike to Kumana. That was way inside. He is not happy with Gilreath's call. And there's strike 2. Gets a piece of it. He'll stay alive. Although AAA has released their schedule for next season, haven't heard anything at all about the other minor league baseball teams. Another foul ball from Kumana here. So perhaps we will sometime soon. I have no clue. But stay attuned to our website, our social medias. That's where it'll be going up as soon as we get to it. And we have all off season to plan some really great promotions at America's Classic Ballpark for next year. Ground ball left side. Kumana fouls it back once more. That's his 4th foul of the at-bat. And he's got a runner on first and no outs here as the Fightins trying to eat away at the 3-run lead by the Baysox. Rodriguez, glove at his hat, comes home to Kumana, who's going to line it up into center field. Stassi on to second. A base hit from Grenny keeps the line rolling. And it's Chris Cornelius who's had it up. He had a double back in the second and scored a run. And he's got an opportunity to drive in his first RBI of the season. He's been with the Fightins just over 2 weeks now. He's got a couple of hits, but he doesn't have an RBI. And this would be a good time to do it here as he steps up with a runner in scoring position. No outs on the board for Reading. We'll see if the Fightins can eat into the starter a little bit more here. Cornelius lays down a bunt. It rolls foul. Right idea. Just got to get a little less on it there. We'll see if he tries again for that. Now the infielders know they'll play in a little bit, but the idea just to move Stassi over to third if he can. Cornelius bunts again, foul. That's strike 2. Sean Williams is giving him a sign, so he's telling him try to lay down that bunt again or give it up. You don't want to foul yourself out. I don't know what it means, so we'll have to wait and see and find out together. Stassi on second, Kumana on first. There's no outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Rodriguez to Cornelius. Takes a regular swing and fouls it back. No more bunts for Chris. It's Reading down by 3. See if he can drive in a run here. Another foul ball from Cornelius. Lots of fouls here off of Grayson Rodriguez. That is driving up his pitch count. 66 here. Almost 20 pitches in this inning. Gets the sign from Hudgens. Down and away to Cornelius. There's ball 1. Good Sunday crowd here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Coming out for all different reasons today. Cornelius chases strike 3, and he's down for the count. The runners will advance on a wild pitch. And so, while he doesn't get the hit to move them over, he moves them over either way. And there's 2 in scoring position here for Jack Conley. Conley had a 2 RBI double in the second. Be a nice time for another one, to be honest. We'll see what he can do. Down and away to Conley. He holds off. There's ball 1. There's only 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and they do have Tyler Birch warming up in the bullpen as Rodriguez gets high on pitch count here. Conley checks his swing. Goes around for strike 1. This time they say he doesn't go around. 2 balls, 1 strike. Scott Stassi on third, Kumana on second. Conley deep in the hole at short. He'll score a run as the throw beats him into first. But Brock Stassi crosses the plate. It is 6-4. Bowie here. And although he was out at first, a big RBI, honestly, for Jack Conley. Matt Kroon now with a runner on second and 2 away. 1 for 2 with his home run. Ropes it up the third baseline. It's foul. There's strike 1. Starting to get a little hazy in the sky here. I think we should be okay on rain until around the 5 o'clock hour, but that would make this a 3-hour game. Called strike inside to Matt Kroon. He's down 0-2. And Kroon pokes it the opposite way into the outfield. Grenny Kumana is being waved home. There will be no play at the plate. And Matt Kroon keeps it moving here. An RBI single puts the Fightins within 1 run of the Bowie Baysox. And we're here on to Bryson Stott with a runner on first. Already had a double today. And that will probably be the end of it for Grayson Rodriguez as manager Buck Britton comes out onto the mound. And I think they might take the ball away from here. 75 pitches to Rodriguez. And they call to the bullpen. Tyler Birch will be coming out here to finish off the 4th inning.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph's 67 Club is the original hospitality area at FirstEnergy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, the 67 Club gives you front row seat to all the action at the hot corner. The area is safely protected from line drives with large see-through netting. Starting at $31, groups of 20 or more can enjoy a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet. Children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com or call us at 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phils game ticket for only $18. No need to visit the concession stands. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. Selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
The R-Phils and Savage 61 are excited to bring you Fightin's baseball live from the comfort of your own home. If you are listening to this now, you're probably watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Thanks for tuning in, and feel free to check us out on rphils.com/pressbox for all the elite baseball information on the Fightin' Phils.
A call of the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen here. The Baysox are going to go with Tyler Birch to try to finish out this half inning. They've got 2 outs on the board, but a runner on first here. Reading down by just 1. And I've never heard people so excited to be on the video board here. They are jacked up down there in Section 6. As Grayson Rodriguez finishes here with 75 pitches, his line not complete as he's responsible for Matt Kroon over on first. Bowie leads 6-5 here, but it's Bryson Stott who is up at the plate. Now, we've seen Tyler Birch once before, and he got the Fightins down 1-2-3. They only gave him an inning of work. I was surprised with how quickly he took down our batters, not more, but we'll have to see if they've learned anything from his offering. So Stott takes a called strike inside. Now, Birch used to be a part of Philadelphia's system, actually up until just recently. He was traded for Freddie Galvis right at the deadline. And Philadelphia thinks that was a good pickup for them if Galvis can get healthy. And we'll see what the Orioles got of Birch here. He was out in high A all season, so he'll be playing at Reading for the first time, but for a different team, as he sends a ball and a strike to Bryson Stott. Reading's already scored 2 runs in this frame. They've got a runner on first with 2 outs. Birch comes upstairs. Ball 2. When he was first traded to the Orioles system, they started him off in high A Aberdeen. But at the beginning of this week on Tuesday, got the call up to Double A. So only faced 3 batters so far in Double A. Here's the 2-1 to Bryson Stott. Pokes it in the gap the opposite way. The shortstop, Westberg, has to eat it. And Bryson Stott reaches first. I imagine they'll call that a base hit, as he has another 2-hit day to his name. Matt Kroon shifts to second. And there's 2 on and 2 outs here for Jalen Ortiz, who has struck out twice today. It's a big moment for Jalen Ortiz. He has the opportunity to, at the very least, tie it up or keep the line moving for his team. Of the 18 games that Bryson Stott has played in the month of August, 10 of those games he has had multi-hit games, and only 3 of them has he had no hit at all, which is really a crazy ratio if you think about it. And he's over on first now after a base knock. And Matt Kroon at second here for Jalen Ortiz, who takes back-to-back balls. This is a big moment for the Fightin' Phils. They left 11 on the bases in yesterday's second game of the doubleheader. Ortiz sends this deep to left field. On it, though, is Watson, and that will end the inning as Reading strands 2 on the base pass, but they score 2, so they're down by just 1 as we go into the 5th here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
It's summer. Time to trade hibernation for liberation. Couch time for tan lines. The sunshine and good times are waiting, so it's time to go the distance in a car you can depend on. Kia, backed by our 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Summer's calling. How will you answer? Kia, movement that inspires. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today for great deals on our exciting lineup of vehicles built for summer.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty program refers to a limited powertrain warranty. See retailer for warranty details.
Top of the fifth we go here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Reading scored 2 in the bottom half, so they only trail by 1 now, and it'll be Noah Skiro for the top of the fifth. But I have a special guest with me, Dave, the Director of Communications and Marketing from Customer Bank. How are you doing, Dave?
Great to be with you, Emily.
Good. I'm glad you guys are here. You guys had a big ceremony pregame with your Ed Schultz Scholarship Fund. It was actually, a very special moment out on the field. Can you, tell everybody what that scholarship fund is really all about?
Well, a colleague of ours unfortunately passed a couple of years ago, 6 years ago now, Ed Schultz, who, in fact, came to Reading as the sports writer for the Reading Eagles. Spent 23 years, finishing up as one of their top editors. Always loved sports, always loved kids, and he dedicated his life to the community and to community activities with kids and with sports and with baseball. And so it's just a perfect combination of the United Way, the Boys and Girls Clubs, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, our bank, all coming together to honor Ed in a way that we think he would appreciate.
So this is actually the perfect place to honor Ed with the scholarship then, if he was such a big, sports guy.
He really was. I mean, he has grandchildren, and his grandson particularly now who's playing ball. And, I know, frankly wishes that his grandfather could see him play as he's gotten a little older, past T-ball now and everything, and is doing well. But, yes, great place.
Well, Stowers walks down to first to start off this inning, so Andrew Doshbach will have a runner on and nobody out as he heads up to the plate, too. The award goes to a graduating high school senior that's going to a 2- or 4-year college. And this year's award winner was Marilise Bermudez, who graduated from Ole Valley.
Right, she's off to Messiah.
Like a great candidate.
She's going to be a pre-K through 4th elementary school certification teacher, also looking to teach English as a second language and to teach to non-English speakers. And actually hopes to spend some time teaching in Costa Rica first before coming back to the United States. So she wants to get a degree and then go teach abroad and help people to understand America and understand English and teach, and then return to her community.
Wow, those are awesome goals for a high school.
For an 18-year-old to think about that already,
yes.
Awesome. Yes.
I don't know if I had it that planned when I was growing up, but that's such a great path to take. I mean, it's really a giving back career.
It is. I know Ed would be very proud of her. And you're right about, the stadium, though, really for Berks County has connoted that same kind of feeling. Not just a place where we play baseball, but a place where we come for community events. A place where
it's really a place for
gathering. I played soccer here when I was playing for Wilson in a long time ago.
Fly ball deep to center field, tracking back at the wall. Matt Kroon, a big play. He's going to throw it on to first. The play at the first is no good. So tracking back is Stowers, but a big out in deep center from Matt Kroon. That's, I think, what we, try to embrace here at this ballpark is, not only do we play baseball here, but we also, want this to be a safe place for all of Reading and the surrounding area to be able to come, enjoy themselves, gather with family and friends.
Well, Craig Stein and Chuck Domino, Scott Hunsinger, they have always embodied that sense of being a part of the community, being a contributor to the community, the baseball town charities, the events that are held out here. The United Way campaign kickoff will be here in a few weeks, in less than a month. So it's always great to be at the stadium, FirstEnergy Stadium. It's just such a beautiful field. It's what baseball was supposed to look like.
Fly ball into center again. Kroon, an easier play this time, makes the catch, and that is two-way. Well, we know that, FirstEnergy Stadium and the Fightin' Phils are important to this community, but Customers Bank is honestly a pretty big, outlet for the community as well.
Well, thanks. Yeah, I mean, last year, being tough for all of us. Of course, we weren't here and we weren't playing baseball. We were busy working on nationwide on the Paycheck Protection Program loans. We did 320,000 of them for $9.5 billion.
Oh my gosh.
Saving millions of jobs. And we had team members from every part of the bank working nearly round the clock for the better part of a year.
I was going to say, how did you guys keep up with that? You must have great staff there.
We do, but it was just, look, this is what we owe to the community, this is what we owe to our country. And it was our time to step up. It was first responders as bankers, or bankers as first responders. And it meant a lot to us to be able to do that.
Line drive over the head of Brock Stassi. This will trickle all the way to the wall. Kumana not able to play it well, and rounding third and coming home is Stowers. And the play at third base, the tag by Stokes, is not in time. So a triple from Johnny Reiser. He's had another 3-hit game. Will score a run, and Bowie takes a 7-5 lead here. And they've got a runner on third and 2 outs now. So,
yeah, but just say so. I mean, that was our chance to step up, and frankly, we've been rewarded by that as people like, the Wall Street Journal and Washington Post and New York Times now recognize us for being more than just a Reading bank or even an East Coast bank, but really national players. At one point last year we did the math, and I know it's bigger now, but we had done those loans in more than 12,000 different zip codes in the country.
Wow, okay, so it's really it's localized, but it's really
we're your local hometown bank, but by the way, your local hometown bank is doing billions of dollars from coast to coast.
That's incredible to hear. And you guys also have another big partnership that you do with the Reading Fightin' Phils, your Ready, Set, Read Day. We've got a nice crowd here, but when we did the day, Sunday on July 11th, we had 9,100 fans here at the ballpark, which was actually more than the Miami Marlins had that day, which was pretty crazy. We were
beating the Marlins.
Here.
I'm not sure if that's bragging, but we love the ability to come out here. We send team members to every home game to read to the kids, and reading, as they used to say on TV years ago, reading is fundamental. And so our support, working with the United Way, but also with partners at YMCA, at Alvernia, and elsewhere throughout the county, we've been able to encourage reading and also fight the summer slide where kids don't read, don't get ready for school over the summertime and come back in unprepared, where they come in September where they are not where they were when they left in June. And those programs combined, our Books for Bikes program, the Ready, Set, Read, reading here at the ballpark, all add up to having kids who are better prepared for college or technical school or for a career, and therefore ready to be part of this community. They're going to be the bank customers of the future, and hopefully they'll be our clients then. But right now it's important that we keep that cycle going where the community works together so that all of our children are ready to take their spot in it.
Well, Customers Bank, partnering with the Ready, Set, Read program, with United Way, with this big scholarship fund that you guys are doing, and then talking also about the work that you actually do at your bank is pretty incredible, well-rounded organization, as Jack Conley catches a pop-up in foul territory to end the inning. Is there anything you'd like to add here?
No, great to be partners with the R-Phils. This is a relationship that goes back a long ways for us, and I love being out here at the stadium. Thanks.
We look forward to having you back.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2021 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are safe, healthy, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community anywhere to be an animal by visiting humanepa.org.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
It's time for our Junior PA announcers, brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Please welcome today's FirstKiaDealers.com Junior PA announcer, Alina.
Now batting for the Fightin Phils, number 15, Madison Stokes.
Well, one run scores in the top of the 5th inning for the Bowie Baysox, so they lead by 7-5 here. But it's Reading's turn to bat as they do give Tyler Birch another frame here. Madison Stokes 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts today. He's going to try to change that here. Reading down by only 2 runs. As you can see, the storm pulling up over the mountains. It's kind of crazy out there, but it's totally fine here over the ballpark. It's maybe like 10 miles or so up and way into the sky, so we're good over here. But it's a cool shot down the right field line. 1 ball, 1 strike. As Stokes pokes it the other way, and it goes right into the glove of Stowers. And there's 1 out. Josh Stevens steps up. He's 0 for 2 today. The Phillies just started up their game against San Diego. Kyle Gibson on the mound. He's got some traffic on the base paths already in the bottom of the 1st, but we'll see if he can get out of the inning clean. And he doesn't. A sacrifice fly from Manny Machado scores 1 run. Fernando Tatis out on the base paths as well. Josh Stevens, a 1-1 count here. The wind pushing out of the ballpark now as Birch comes home. Grounds it up the first base line, but it's foul. Josh Stevens down to first on a drop 3rd strike, but Hudgens to Doshbach gets the job done. And there's 2 away here for Brock Stassi. Upstairs to Stassi. That's ball 1. Stassi walked and scored a run back in the 4th. Reading trails by 2 here. In the bottom of the 5th inning, though. Downstairs in the dirt, 2 balls, 1 strike. Reading 5 runs on 7 hits. They've made an error in the field. Baysox 7 runs on 9 hits. And there's strike 2, evening the count. Pitch in the dirt makes the count full here. Brock Stassi trying to get something rolling here for the Fightin' Phils, down by 2 in the middle part of this ball game. Stassi chases strike 3. He gets a piece of it, but it goes right into the glove of Hudgens. And a 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Birch puts his team back to bat in the top of the 6th here at FirstEnergy Stadium.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer throughout the 2021 season. Mao Beer and Mao Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Founded in 1890 in Spain, Mao Beer has always been there to satisfy the most demanding taste buds. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao Cinco Estrellas Lager at FirstEnergy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2021 season and at your local retailer. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 2021 Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and the quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly, professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership at Pottsville Pike today. Fastball, curveball, slider, it's the pitcher's grips that make the difference. And when it comes to cornering, braking, and traction, CJ's Tires and Automotives can improve your car's grip with a new set of Hankook tires. Hankook tires are known for great handling and reliability mile after mile. Together, Hankook Tires and CJ's are your winning team. So whatever your vehicle needs, an oil change, state inspection, brakes, alignments, or Hankook tires, trust CJ's Tires and Automotives in Fairless Hills. CJ Tires and Automotives. They really are better, faster, and more affordable.
Here we go into the top of the 6th inning. The Bowie Baysox are up by 2 runs here in the top of the 6th inning. And the Fanatic out on the field playing with one of the umpires. And he rides off. The world's greatest mascot, the Philly Fanatic. Here's Chris Hudgens against Noah Skiro. Pop up, it's going to stay in the infield. Brock Stassi makes the catch in fair territory. There's 1 out. Back to the top of the order with Caden Grenier. He's had a 2-hit day. The Baysox 7 runs on 9 hits. Reading 5 runs on 7 hits. And we'll check around the affiliates. So Jersey Shore not playing today. Lehigh Valley still holding on to their lead 6-1 over the Rochester Red Wings, and Philadelphia down by 1, but they're back to bat in the top of the 2nd. As Caden Grenier takes a ball and a strike. Skiro right now up to 50 pitches. Now with an off day tomorrow, Williams has more freedom over in the bullpen. Grenier pokes it foul. There's strike 2. Everybody in Double-A has Mondays off. That's the set off day, so don't have to worry too much about who you're throwing, knowing everybody gets some rest tomorrow before the team hits the road as Grenier takes ball number 3 in the dirt. The count full here. As Grenier fouls another one back. And on the payoff pitch, it's ball 4. So Grenier down to first for the 3rd time today. And with 1 out, Jordan Westberg will come up with a runner on. Grenier takes a couple shifts over to second. He's already stolen 1 bag today. I would not be surprised if he tries to take second as Westbrook takes strike number 1. Conley throws down to first, the tag by Stassi. Not in time, a good throw by Conley. Done a lot of these from his knees, not even wasting that pop-up time, just to save a second or so, making the play down to whatever bag he's going for. Runner on first, there's 1 out. In the top of the 6th inning, Skiro gets a foul ball out of Westberg. That's good enough for strike 2. The Braves, another win today over the Orioles. They are trying to run away with the NL East. It was the Phillies who had it all about 2 weeks ago, and they've since fallen a little bit. Now they are 5 games back to the Braves. Pop up. Shallow outfield, Matt Kroon coming in quite a bit, makes the catch as the runner forced to stay on first. He lost his hat about 20 feet behind him. And as he goes back to his position, he'll grab it. There's 2 away now for Patrick Dorian. The Braves are 9-1 in their last 10 games. The Phillies 3-7. Dorian starts off with a called strike. Phillies looking to finish up their West Coast trip with a win before returning back to CBP against Tampa Bay. Dorian takes a ball now 1-1. Over to first goes Skiro, but not in time. The wind picking up here at the ballpark. That flag out in center is flying stiff. Left to right, it's coming in to the ballpark. Outside, ball 2. 2 outs on the board for Noah Skiro and the Fightins. They're only down by 2 here, but they've got to get back to bat. And in the bottom half, we'll go with the 7, 8, and 9 hitters who have scored 3 of the 5 runs today. Dorian fouls back a 2-1. Now it's 2-2. And there's a swinging strike 3 as Skiro fools Dorian. He slams his bat into the ground with frustration, but that will end the inning as Skiro strands a runner on the base pass. It'll be Reading turn to bat in the bottom of the 6th, down by 2.
Better pitching, faster base runners, and more runs batted in usually beats the competition. At CJ's Tire and Automotive, better selection, faster service, and more affordable options always beats the competition. When it comes to tires, CJ's MVP choice is a new set of Falken tires. Falken tires are known for handling, reliability, and value. And for more than 50 years, CJ's has been helping customers find the right tires at the right price. Together, Falken Tires and CJ's are a winning team. Stop in any time at your local CJ's or shop online at cjtires.com. CJ Tires and Automotive. Better, faster, and more reliable.
We've been privileged at ROG Orthodontics to be part of the local community for over 60 years, creating generations of fantastic smiles.
We're honored to be voted the #1 orthodontist year after year and proud to be the top Invisalign provider in the region.
We passionately believe we're changing lives every day right here in the community where we live.
We offer interest-free, flexible payment plans
And provide monthly scholarship programs for free braces.
Be sure to check out our magnet contest to win free braces.
We love seeing our patients' successes, knowing we had a part in changing lives.
One fantastic smile at a time.
Savage 61 is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an R-Phil's game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play as Los Luchadores de Reading Latino Tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage 61 Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Down by just 2 runs here in the bottom of the 6th inning, but they'll start with the part of the order that's been hitting the most here. The 7, 8, and 9 guys account for 3 of their 5 runs right now. Bowie, 7 runs, but it's Grenny Kumana who's going to try to chip away into that. Kumana, 1 for 1, also has a walk. He scored twice today on some hustles around the base paths. The Little League World Series being played in Williamsport as Kumana pops this one up just beyond the infield. The second baseman, Grenier, travels back, makes the catch. There's one away. Out in Williamsport, they're playing the Little League World Series. Now, I know that the World Series itself is on pause for the rain, but also they play a big Little League game out there. It's the Angels versus the Cleveland Indians, and that is set to start sometime soon. Got some great uniforms for that contest as up the middle goes Cornelius. It's misplayed by Grenier and into the outfield as Cornelius reaches first. And so there's a runner on first with an out here for Jack Conley, who already had a 2-run double. It's a Little League Classic. That's what they are calling the game out in Williamsport. They play that once a year during the Little League World Series. This year, the Los Angeles Angels versus the Cleveland Indians, as a pop-up into foul territory is caught by Dashbach. Cornelius forced to stay at first. There's 2 away. Imagine how cool that is. You're 12 years old out there, and Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani are coming out as well. Bunch of players that played on the Indians and the Angels, played in the Little League World Series growing up. Shane Bieber, the ace on the Indians. Sandy Leone. Anthony Rendon. Shohei Ohtani played there for Japan. And manager Joe Madden from Pennsylvania was able to play. Upper Providence from Pennsylvania. got a chance there as well. 2 balls, no strikes here to Matt Kroon with 2 outs. Kroon takes it deep to left center field. Is this going to be 2 on the day? It is! Matt Kroon ties this ball game up at 7. His 2nd home run of the day and his 3rd of the series. 7 apiece here in the bottom of the 6th as Kroon ties us up. And with 2 away, here's Bryson Stott. Reading has done most of their scoring in today's ball game with 2 outs. And Stott will have 2 here as he faces Tyler Birch. In the dirt, Stott evens the count 1-1. He's already had a 2-hit day. See if he can tack on another one. Grounds it off the leg of the pitcher, Birch. Coming in as the second baseman. He bobbles it in his hand, and Stott reaches. That's going to be a base hit, just hit the shin of Birch and took a weird hop. And Stott reaches a 3-hit day for the top prospect, and deservedly so. As Jalen Ortiz, who's looking for his first hit, they'll have the trainer come out now, as well as the pitching coach, Justin Ramsey. Took a weird split off his leg. They just want to make sure he's feeling okay. You can see him stick up his left foot there as the catcher and the shortstop come out as well. I think they just want to see how his leg is feeling as opposed to taking him away from this ball game. He says he's all good, so they head back into the dugout, and Tyler Birch with 2 outs here is going to face Jalen Ortiz, who's 0 for 3 on the day. Stott shuffles a bit off first as Ortiz takes strike 1. The ball gets away from Hudgens, but he keeps it in front of him enough that Stott is forced to stay at first. Since this series started against Bowie, Stott has recorded 9 hits, 4 doubles, 4 RBIs. He's walked 4 times. Batting .563 in this series. Jalen Ortiz looking for his first hit of the day and break up this tied ball game. Sends a pop fly into the grandstand. And there's strike number 2. 7 apiece here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Reading's 10th hit, a 2-run bomb from Matt Kroon. And it's been quite a back-and-forth game, and a back-and-forth series, to be honest, between these two. Ortiz takes a ball. They go down to first. Stott dives back, and he's okay. Crowd roaring here, a full count to Jalen Ortiz with a runner on first and a chance to break up this 7-7 tie here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch by Burt. It's in the dirt. He gets a piece of it, so the count remains full. It's Bryson Stott over at first. And Ortiz up at the plate with 2 outs. Runners going, but Ortiz takes ball 4. And Stott will shift to second as the Reading Fightin' Phils have 2 on and 2 outs here for Madison Stokes. He is due for a hit. He really is. And this is a great time. It's batting cleanup for a reason. And now we'll see another visit from the pitching coach, Justin Ramsey. As the catcher comes out, they have someone warming up in the bullpen. Honestly, this visit is probably just to give them time to warm up in case Birch doesn't get out of this frame here. He's already allowed 2 runs off of Matt Kroon's 2-run home run. And as Ramsey goes back into the dugout, the Fightin' Phils fans are roaring here at the ballpark. They've got Madison Stokes, the team leader in hits, up at the plate with 2 runners on here in a tie ball game. Stokes takes the ball outside. Sets up in the righty batter's box. Birch comes set, a called strike on the corner. Stokes chases, an off-speed pitch down and away for strike 2. Two outs on the board here. An opportunity for Madison Stokes to break this wide open. Ground ball left side. It's Dorian across the diamond, good for out number 3. Reading scores 2 runs, though, off the bat of Matt Kroon, and they tie it up at 7. Going into the top of the 7th, it's Noah Skiro back on the mound.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, are you okay? The hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530. The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Going into the top of the 7th, that's 7 apiece. Reading has 10 hits on the board thanks to Matt Kroon's 2-run home run and Bowie's 9 hits. Now it's Bowie's turn to bat here in the top of the 7th. As Noah Skiro comes out for another inning of work, he'll face off against Kyle Stowers, Andrew Doshbach, and Zach Watson, and try to get a quick frame to put his team right back up to bat. It's really been a big back and forth ball game. Reading scored first. They were up by 3. The Baysox put up a 5 spot in the top of the third, so they led by 2. They added one on in the fourth, so they led by 3. But the Fightin scored 2 in the bottom of the fourth, so they trailed by just 1 run. Then top of the fifth, another run for the Baysox put them ahead by 2. And Reading tied it up in the bottom of the sixth. That's 7 apiece. And here is Kyle Stowers as he pops it foul. Ahead in the count, 2-1. Stowers, base hit and a base on balls today. As Skiro misses outside, 3-1. Up to 65 pitches here. I do see some stretching going on in the bullpen. Skiro gets it right by Stowers, and the count is now full. Looking for his first out here in the top of the 7th inning. And the payoff pitch down low, it's a walk. So Stowers down on first, a free pass issued by Skiro, and with a runner on, here's Andrew Doshbach. Called strike to start off the at-bat. Stowers out on first already. Skiro has his back to him as he comes home, though. A ball evens the count at 1. Down and away goes Skiro, ball 2. Checking around the affiliates. The Phillies are in the bottom of the 2nd. And they are down by 1. Now, the Padres just pinch hit it for their starter. So their starter will not be coming back in the top of the 3rd, but first Kyle Gibson has to get his team out. And Gilreath punches out Doshbach. He thought it was ball 4, but it's strike 3. And this time on the full count, Noah Skiro comes out on top. There's one away for Zach Watson. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs beat the Rochester Red Wings. Their game is now final. Pretty big bus trip back for the Iron Pigs before they play back-to-back series at home, while the Fightin' Phils are on the road. Skiro. Ground ball left side. Stokes gobbles it up. 5-4-3. They turn a double play and get out of the inning clean. A great play by the third baseman to get out of the inning scoreless. And Reading is up to bat trying to break this 7-all tie after this 7th inning stretch here at America's Classic Ballpark.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
T-Mobile is the leader in 5G coverage and speed. No one else covers more Americans with the fastest 5G. The R-Phils are proud to introduce T-Mobile as the title sponsor of our Plaza stage. Fightin' Phils fans can continue to expect great performances on game days and non-game days. The T-Mobile stage is home to great bands, such as the Truest Fightin's mascot band and many others. It will also continue to house great musical performances during the off-season.
Unlike any other area at FirstEnergy Stadium, the Stadium 61 Dugout Suite puts you at the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, ability and motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for a one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the Dugout Suite are $27 and include options to add food or drink packages.
We're tied up at 7 here after a wonderful 7th inning stretch at the ballpark. A big double play got Noah Skiro out of the top half, and Reading is set to bat with Josh Stephen, Brock Stassi, and Grenny Kumana. A call to the bullpen by the Bowie Baysox. They'll turn to Alvernia University's Golden Wolves bullpen as Tyler Birch hands the ball off to Tim Naughton. With the tie ball game, Naughton finishes his warm-up pitches, and he's going to be against Josh Stephen. We've seen Naughton once before in this ball game. Now, the interesting thing is he came out after the starter, and then Birch followed him. This time they have Birch and Naughton following. So they've reversed roles here as Naughton gets the back part of the ball game, and he'll come in with a called strike to Josh Stephen. Steven takes the ball downstairs. The count moves 2-1. Baysox 7 runs on 9 hits. Reading 7 runs on 10 hits. They have made an error in the field. But Josh Stephen trying to change that as he takes ball 3 down and away. Reading has really used the walk to their favor today. As twice a batter that reached on a walk has come home to score. Here's the 3-1 to Josh Stephen. He sends it sky high into the stands, and the count is now full. Stevens sends it deep to right field, tracking back Stowers at the warning track. He makes the catch, and there's one away. Brock Stassi now. He's walked and scored a run in today's ball game. Swing and a miss. Stassi behind a 94-mile-an-hour fastball for strike 1. One ball, one strike, one out here as Reading trying to break this 7-7 tie. Stassi pokes it into deep center field. Reiser tracking back. He makes the catch. There's a quick 2 outs. Grenny Kumana, who's been on twice today and scored 2 runs, will head up here and try to get something done in the bottom of the 7th inning as we merge into the back part of this ball game. 2 straight balls here to Kumana with 2 outs. Naughton misses upstairs. That's ball 3. And there's a first pitch strike. 3-1 now the count. Looks like Brian Marconi might be warming up in the bullpen for Reading. There's somebody out there. So Noah Skiro's day might be done as Kumana takes a called strike 2. It's a full count here. And Kumana takes ball 4. And with 2 outs, we'll see if the Fightins can once again have something brewing. It's Chris Cornelius, who has had 2 hits today and scored twice. Chris Cornelius takes a first pitch strike from Tim Naughton. Then he pokes it the opposite way down the right field line, and it is just foul. Man, that was a perfect opposite way line drive from Chris Cornelius. We'll see if he can do it again here. Just a little bit to the left. In the dirt, good block by the catcher Hodgins, ball 1. Cornelius, ground ball left side. Dorian across the diamond, and that'll do it here in the bottom of the 7th. We are still tied at 7 going into the 8th at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Time for that perfect job. The Acme Distribution Center in Denver, Pennsylvania is hiring warehouse positions now. Attend Acme's Job Fair Saturday, August 28th from 8 a.m. to noon at 500 South Muddy Creek Road in Denver, Pennsylvania. Starting rate of $20.30 per hour with potential first-year earnings of over $50,000. Acme offers industry-leading benefit packages with family coverage and a $2,500 retention bonus. Hiring this Saturday, August 28th. To learn more or register, go to hiringeventdenverpa.com. Savage Auto Groups is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. Our large inventory and wide selection of models, along with competitive pricing, allow us to make great deals on many vehicle makes and models. Visit Savage 61, Kia, and L&B in Berks County for all your automotive needs. Established in 1928, the Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public courses in eastern Pennsylvania. Located conveniently between Philadelphia, Lancaster, and Allentown in Sinking Spring, the Manor Golf Club offers a true test of golf on a traditional championship-style golf course where shot making takes precedence over length. Visit themanorgolfclub.com for more information.
to thank American Barber and Beauty Academy and Rip It Baseball Town Charities, Batting Cages, and Skills Training for sponsoring tonight's appearance by the world's greatest mascot, the Philly Fanatic.
Big cheers for the Philly Fanatic here as the Fightin' Phils take a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen. As Noah Skiro hands the ball over to Brian Marconi here for the 8th. A tie ball game. There's nobody better to call in than Brian Marconi. And Skiro's final line comes in. 4 innings of work, 3 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned. 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. And he did that on a total of 76 pitches. And he kind of held the Fightins in the ball game as they battled back. It's 7-7 here as Marconi is going to face Johnny Reiser, who's had a 3-hit day. If he's able to get Reiser out, it'll be the first time he's sat down all afternoon. Marconi misses, and then he gets the pitch that he was trying to get before on the outside corner. Reiser pokes it the opposite way. That's good enough for strike 2 as it fouls back. The lefty Marconi sets up, glove at his face while he gets the sign from Conley. Now he kicks and fires home, and he gets him right over and through the bat of Johnny Reiser. And a big strikeout for Marconi. Sits down the first batter he faces, and here is Toby Welk, who had a home run today. Welk sees a strike. Marconi just trying to put his team right back up to bat in the bottom half. They'll start with Conley and then go back to the top of the order. It's a tie ball game right now. 7 apiece here. The Fightins have 10 hits, the Baysox 9, as Marconi misses upstairs, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And he gets him. Back-to-back strikeouts by Brian Marconi. And there's a quick 2 away in the top of the 8th inning. And here's the number 9 hitter, Chris Hudgens, who's 0 for 3 today.
The catcher, number 19, Chris Hudgens.
Anfield backs up with 2 outs. Marconi comes outside, ball 1. Recorded his 9th save of the season earlier this week as he gets a swing and a miss out of Hudgens. And 9 out of 10 attempts, which is pretty impressive from the lefty who just joined the team about a month late from Jersey Shore. He gets a high fly ball. The infield is going to make the play. It is Chris Cornelius right at second. A quick and easy 1-2-3 inning of work for Brian Marconi. And he might have done it on enough pitches that we'll see him in the top of the 9th. But first, Reading has to score in the bottom of the 8th here. We're tied at 7.
Shots Electric has been in business 45 years. Tompkins Vist Bank does everything for us from our banking to our insurance. They provided us new ideas and solutions. For example, remote deposit. It's very convenient because it's 24/7. I'm confident Tompkins Vist will be with us in the future.
Tompkins Vist Bank and Tompkins Insurance. Service, stability, strength. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Tompkins Insurance products are not FDIC insured and are not bank guaranteed.
The Fightins feature special pregame happy hours every Monday through Thursday at the Yingling Hometown Tap Room. Tompkins Vis Bank Plaza opens at least 2 hours before game time for all happy hours. In addition to $1 off Rusty Rail Brewing thanks to Windsor Distributing, all happy hours feature live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's happy hour every Monday through Thursday home games thanks to Rusty Rail Brewing and Windsor Distributing.
The Reading Fightin' Phil's birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Well, we'll see Tim Naughton here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Brian Marconi came in to pitch for Reading in the top half. He got a quick 1-2-3 inning, put his team right back up to bat, and Jack Conley is going to lead us off as they try to break the tie. Conley takes a called strike. Reaching the 2.5-hour mark in this ball game, but we are tied at FirstEnergy Stadium here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Conley takes a ball, the count evens at 1. Luckily, we've been able to avoid the rain so far, and I think we'll be good to go for the rest of this contest. As Conley checks the swing, but he doesn't go around. That's a ball instead. Naughton sets up, glove at his chest. Conley takes it out to center field, ranging over Reiser. He makes the catch on the run. A big play by the center fielder for out number 1. Reading is going to go back to their top of the order. Matt Kroon, a 3-hit day, and 2 of those 3 hits were long balls. And anytime Matt Kroon steps up to bat, there's an opportunity he can break the game wide open. Kroon takes the first pitch, strike. Coming set, Naughton. Kroon fouls it back, there's strike 2. Kroon, another foul ball back into the stands. He'll keep his 0-2 count. One ball, 2 strikes now with 1 out. Matt Kroon is up at the plate here against Tim Naughton. And Kroon, another hit. Drives it into left field. It's going to drop in front of Watson. And Matt Kroon cannot be stopped. That is Kroon's first 4-hit day of the season. Only 2 other players have had 4 hits in one day. Madison Stokes has done it twice, and Josh Steven has done it once. And Kroon has only had 5 multi-hit games. Well, you can make it 6 as he adds another one to his plate. A foul ball back by Bryson Stott. And a good catch by a fan. They give the foul ball to a little kid who looks stoked. Going down to second is Kroon. Does he slide in? And he's out. The tag before he even reached the bag, and the call by the umpires is being booed by the crowd. Sean Williams coming to argue. Tough to tell if they actually got him or not, because he might have just slid right underneath that. And Kroon is going to head back to the dugout as Sean Williams is livid here. The crowd booing. And he's walking back with third base umpire Steve Hodgins all the way back to third now. They both have to go there, so that's where they stand during the game. But tough call there for the Fightin' Phils as Kroon was thrown out trying to take second, and they'll erase their base runner, which could have helped break up this tie. And so Bryson Stott is going to have to do it on his own. With 2 outs, he grounds out to the shortstop, and that is 3 away here. And we're tied at 7 going into the 9th. It will be Brian Marconi who comes out for another inning of work.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly, professional staff members are available to answer all of your questions and listen to all of your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike today. The R Phils and Savage 61 are excited to bring you Fightin's Baseball live from the comfort of your own home. If you are listening to this now, you're probably watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Thanks for tuning in, and feel free to check us out on rphils.com/pressbox for all the elite baseball information on the Fightin' Phils. The world-famous Fightin' Phils mascot band celebrates its 21st season in 2021, with pregame concerts starting Saturdays in May thanks to Truist. You heard right, actual mascots playing in a rock and roll band. See Quack the Rubber Duck on lead vocals and guitar, Screwball on drums, Bucky on bass, Change Up on bongos, and Blooper on lead guitar. A real band jamming on the T-Mobile stage before Saturday games this season. Don't miss the one-of-a-kind Fightin' Phils mascot band. Pre-game on Saturdays thanks to Truist.
Cooper, what percentage of the team do you think said they like ketchup better?
56.
He says 56% went with ketchup better.
All right, girls, he's going with 56%. Do you guys think it's higher or lower? All right, everyone, they're going with higher. Let's take a look at our answer on the video board.
Hi, I'm Matt Groom. How many of us prefer ketchup to mustard? 63%.
Great job, girls. You win 4 free tickets to the September 12th game thanks to PSECU, and that's the high-low game.
Top of the 9th inning, Brian Marconi comes in after getting a 1-2-3 8th. We will see if he's able to shut them down once more and give opportunity to the Reading Fightin' Phils to walk it off here as we're in the 9th inning and tied up at 7 apiece. Reading has had 11 hits, Bowie 9, and Brian Marconi will start with the top of the order. In the top of the 9th inning, it's Caden Grenier. Tonight's attendance presented by PSECU, 4,851. We thank the largest credit union in Pennsylvania, PSECU, for sponsoring tonight's attendance report. Grenier takes 2 balls and 1 strike as the lefty kicks and fires home. Gets a called strike at the knees. Ground ball, a diving Stassi can't come up with it, and the tying run is aboard as Caden Grenier has a 3-hit day. He's out on first. And Jordan Westberg and Patrick Dorian are up to bat. This is a tough part in the order for Brian Marconi. When Reading gets back up to bat, they'll be right in the heart as well. Ortiz, Stokes, and Steven, who combined, the 3 of them do not have a hit today. Marconi looks over at the runner on first. Now he comes home. Fly ball out to right field. Coming over, Kumana at the warning track. He jumps and makes the catch. Here's the throw back to first. And they don't get it back there as Grenier returns, but a big play by Grenny Kumana in right field for out number 1. And here is Patrick Dorian with a runner on and 1 out. Now that runner on could break the tie here. Marconi comes home, gets a swing and a miss. Strike 1, 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Strike 2 there. That went off the face mask of Jack Conley. Seems like he's okay. And Marconi a strike away from getting out number 2. Just upstairs. There's ball 1. Grenier taking a little bit of a lead out on first. As he looks over at the runner, comes home with the 1-2 down and away. Good stop by Conley to not let it get past him. Lots of fans waiting for post-game run the bases here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Lots of little ones in the crowd today. Marconi with the 2-2 way upstairs and inside near Patrick Dorian. Has to move out of the batter's box to avoid getting hit. It's a full count here as Marconi looking for out number 2 in the top of the 9th inning. Goes over to first and send, but Grenier just shuffles back. Here's the payoff pitch, sky high. And it's going to stay right near the infield. Madison Stokes takes a couple steps back, and he makes the out. And a big one, too, because Grenier has to stay at first. And there's back-to-back out by Marconi. Here's Kyle Stowers. Stowers walked twice today, also a base hit. He is the cleanup hitter for the Baysox today. They've got a runner on first. They're trying to break up this tied ball game at 7. We are in the top of the 9th. Now, Reading has already walked it off one game. They walked it off Tuesday night. Or Wednesday. Nope, that was Thursday. Wednesday we didn't play. The runner's going. Conley is not going to throw it down to second, as Grenier got a really good jump on it. And it'll just allow Grenier to get into scoring position here for Kyle Stowers, which could be big, but we'll see if Brian Marconi can get out of it cleanly, as that was a ball to Stowers. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Marconi at the head of Stowers. It gets past Conley, and a wild pitch allows Grenier to come to third. That is the go-ahead run that's on third here. And that is huge for the Baysox, as Stowers has taken back-to-back balls from Marconi. In danger of allowing the go-ahead run to cross. Reading 7 runs on 11 hits, the Baysox 7 runs on 10 hits, but they're threatening here in the top of the 9th. Marconi gets a called strike to Stowers at the knees. There's strike 1. The 2-1, fouled back 2-2. Marconi is a strike away from getting out of this inning cleanly and giving his team the opportunity to walk it off in the bottom of the 9th in front of a big home crowd here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Lots of Orioles fans in the park rooting for Kyle Stowers. Here's the pitch from Marconi. Out to center field. This should be playable for Kroon. Comes in a couple steps, he makes the catch, and Marconi retires the side and gives the Fightin Phils an opportunity to walk it off in the bottom of the 9th. We are tied at 7, and we'll be back in just a moment here at America's Classic Ballpark.
The Fightins feature special pregame happy hours every Monday through Thursday at the Yuengling Hometown Tap Room. Tompkins Bank Plaza opens at least 2 hours before game time for all happy hours. In addition to $1 off Rusty Rail Brewing thanks to Windsor Distributing, all happy hours feature live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's happy hour every Monday through Thursday home games thanks to Rusty Rail Brewing and Windsor Distributing.
Savage 61 is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoying our Phils game, great food, music, entertainment, and so much more here at the ballpark. The team will play as the Los Luchadores and will be wearing their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage 61 Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive deals.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
Bottom of the 9th inning we go here, tied at FirstEnergy Stadium. It is 7-7 here at America's Classic Ballpark. The Reading Fightin Phils will have the bottom half, an attempt to walk it off for the second time this series. Now, they've walked it off twice before this season against the Harrisburg Senators. And in this series, on Thursday night, Josh Stephen walked it off. And it will be another opportunity for him, quite possible, as he was set to bat third in this half inning. Now a call to the bullpen as Tim Naughton hands the ball over to Morgan McSweeney. Comes out of the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen. Jalen Ortiz takes 2 quick strikes. He's had a tough day at the plate. Already 2 strikeouts. We saw McSweeney pitch in game 1 of the doubleheader, so he's going back-to-back days, as he threw yesterday game 1, and he gets Ortiz down swinging. That's one out. Through 1 inning of work, just 21 pitches, walked a batter, but was able to get out of the inning cleanly, and he gets one away quickly. And here's Madison Stokes, also 0 for 4 with a pair of Ks. Ryan Marconi did a fantastic job getting the Fightins out of the 8th and 9th and giving them an opportunity to score. Reading is 4 for 8 in walk-off attempts. And they are 3 for 8 in extra inning victories. So a little bit more likely to walk it off than they are to take the win in extras, as Stokes takes back-to-back balls. Stokes ahead on an 86-mile-an-hour changeup. He's down 2-1 here. It'll be Josh Stephen who's next, and then Brock Stassi. 7-7 here in the bottom of the 9th as Stokes takes ball 3. They just got to get a base runner on. That's how they got to start it off here. Pokes it foul. It's a full count. It's going to come up into the stand. And there's strike 2 for Madison Stokes. Crowd is roaring here. A chance to see a walk-off. And Stokes takes ball 4. He works himself aboard with a free pass. And that is the go-ahead run out on first. Here for Josh Stephen. The Philadelphia Phillies have tied up their ball game, thanks to Rhys Hoskins. A solo homer in his first game back off the injured list. Stephen 0 for 4 today. Comes up with a runner on and 1 out. After Stephen, it's Brock Stassi. Takes a pitch inside for a called strike. Stokes has had 3 stolen bases this season. I'm not sure he would risk an out trying to get himself in scoring position, but we'll have to see what play is called. He takes a couple steps off first. The righty, McSweeney, comes high to Josh Stephen. Stephen fouls it into his shin. There's strike 2. One out on the board here in the bottom of the 9th. The Fightin' Phils are tied up with the Bowie Baysox in game number 6 of the 6-game set. They're trying to split the series with the Orioles affiliate. As Steven takes a pitch inside, that's ball 2. One out on the board here. Madison Stokes is on first. McSweeney comes home with the 2-2. Ground ball by Steven. This should be 2, 4, 6, and he beats out the throw to continue the game. That could have been the end of the inning, but a good slide by Madison Stokes delays the throw over to first, and Josh Steven, just a fielder's choice instead of a double play. They replace the runner on first. And here is Brock Stassi as Reading is down to their final out in the first 9 innings. He'll come up with a runner on. And 2 away. He's already done this once before at Harrisburg when he first joined the team. On June 15th. Now that game was away, so he did it in the top half, so go ahead, less than a walk-off. But he has the opportunity to walk it off here in front of a home crowd that really loves him. The 1-0, he sends sky-high foul. It's coming into the stands and it's on the roof. There's strike 1. I don't think Fightin fans would like to see anybody walk it off more than they would like to see Brock Stassi. He is very well regarded here. Not only because of his MVP season in 2015, but because of his personality, the way he carries himself, and how he interacts with the fans as he takes a pitch outside, 2-1. Gonna try to continue the line as Stassi's up and Kumana is out on deck. Takes a called strike at the knees. It was inside. And the count moves to 2-2. Now we're tied up at 7. So if Reading's not able to get something here, we'll go to the top half, and it looks like it will be Zach Warren if we have to go to the 10th. Reading down to their final out here in the bottom of the 9th. They've got Josh Steven out on first now. And Stassi takes ball 3. It's a full count. McSweeney, the payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4. Brock Stassi down to first, and he will continue the line, sending Josh Steven into scoring position. And with 2 outs, it is Granny Kumana, who's been on base 3 times today, once with a hit and twice with a walk. And he has an opportunity to walk it off here for the Fightins. Quickly, Chris Hudgens comes out to say something here to McSweeney. He's got Josh Steven on second and Brock Stassi on first. There's 2 outs on the board, and we're in the bottom of the 9th here, tied up at 7 apiece. First pitch below the knees, ball 1. McSweeney gets his grip inside his glove. He'll look back at Steven on second. Now Kumana, here's the 1-0. Downstairs, he holds off. Ball 2. Steven on second, and Stassi on first. Kumana takes a called strike on the outside corner. 94 off the hands of McSweeney. Two outs on the board here. Reading trying to walk it off in the bottom of the ninth. McSweeney comes home outside. Kumana takes ball 3. And McSweeney is a ball away from walking. The bases loaded. Following him, Chris Cornelius, 2 for 4 today. On the bench, Reading has Colby Fitch, Oscar Gonzalez, and Luke Miller. Here's the 3-1. Kumana sends it up the middle, but it's fielded by the second baseman over to first, and that'll do it here through 9. We are still tied at 7, so we'll be on to extras in the top of the 10th. There'll be a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen.
Gear up for the Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at FirstEnergy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selection of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading hot dog gear, plus throwback black R-Trains R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with the eXp Realty Group throughout the 2021 season. Visit their convenient website at brgpa.com. The custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and their talented team of agents is here to answer all your questions. Call them today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Group is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils at all 7 Savage 61 Fiesta Friday games during the 2021 season. eXp Realty Group, where every move matters.
Savage Auto Groups is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. Our large inventory and wide selection of models, along with competitive pricing, allow us to make great deals on many vehicle makes and models. Visit Savage 61, Kia, and L&B in Berks County for all your automotive needs.
A call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen as Reading calls upon the pitcher with the lowest ERA on the team. It's Zach Warren in for the top of the 10th, where Reading has an opportunity to try to save the day and once again try to walk it off in extras as Zach Warren is in for the 10th. Now in the 10th, in extras here in the minors, they start with the last person to make an out is the placed runner on second. So Kyle Stowers was the last person to make an out in the 9th. So he will start on second in the 10th. And so Warren is going to have to pitch with a runner on against Andrew Doshbach. Now he's got a good spot if he can get these 2 out. Doshbach and Watson have had no hits today. They're just 2 of 3 Baysox players not to record a hit before he gets to Johnny Reiser, who is on a tear. Inside, the pitch gets away from Conley. The throw to third. It gets into the outfield. A great stop. Here's the play at the plate. They get him! Jack Conley! And that was all Bryson Stott. That was all Bryson Stott to save the day in the outfield. The throw home was on the money. And they get the play at the plate with the inherited runner. And it ends up working in their favor. That was crazy. A wild pitch on Warren. The runner tried to advance. Conley goes down to third. He misses Madison Stokes completely. Bryson Stott backing him up in the outfield. I can't believe he got over there in time. Gets the ball, throws it home, and Conley makes the tag. And so that will get the placed runner, and that's out number 1, which is pretty good to do there because most teams score a run with the placed runner, and then it's just who could score more. So Reading has an out here, and Warren gets a strike. Fly ball deep to right. Kumana tracking back, looking up. It's a home run, and there's the run. Now, it could have been 2 if that runner was on, but it's 1 here, as Andrew Doshbach's first hit of the day is a solo homer. And Warren blew a save the other night, and that was off of a 2-run home run. Took the loss on Friday night, gave up a 2-run home run in the top of the 10th. I'm surprised they called upon him for another top of the 10th, but they do, and he gives up a solo home run. So the Baysox take an 8-7 lead here. Gets a called strike to Zach Watson, 0-1. Swing and a miss there, strike 2. Comes inside, a good save by Jack Conley. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a called strike 3 retires Zach Watson. There's 2 away here for Zach Warren. And here is Johnny Reiser now, who's 3 for 4. 2 singles and a triple. And he'll come up with 2 outs in the top of the 10th. Now, the Baysox already scored a run, so they lead 8-7 here. Reading will get that placed runner as well. Warren gets a swing and a miss there, strike 1. Breaks the bat, and it goes right into the glove of Bryson Stott as Reiser picks up the shards on his way back to the double dugout. Reading is down by 1 run here, but they'll start with Rennie Kumana out on second, and they'll go Cornelius Conley and then back to the top of the order in the bottom of the 10th as they have some catching up to do.
The Reading Fightin' birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Customers Bank is a proud continued partner of the United Way of Berks County and the Ready, Set, Read initiative. Ready, Set, Read programs focus on improving literacy skills for children from birth through 3rd grade. The Fundamentals of Reading are a community-wide initiative that bring together schools, businesses, organizations, and individuals throughout our area to improve early grade reading success. Customers Bank and the United Way of Berks County are committed to reading success and urge you and your business to support this worthwhile initiative. For more information on Ready, Set, Read and how you can become involved, please visit readysetreadberks.org. And thank you, Customers Bank, for your continued support.
Well, Zach Warren gave up a solo shot in the top of the 10th, but he was able to get out of the inning without that. Now, typically, as I said before, they do the inherited runners so that teams are more easily able to score a run. So it's not unusual that a runner scores. It's just which team can score more in the 10th inning. So 1 run scores for the Baysox. They lead 8-7 here as Reading is up in the 10th. Now they're in the bottom of their order with Chris Cornelius to lead it off. He's had a 2-hit day, and he will come up with a place runner on. That's Granny Kumana, who made the final out of the 9th inning. So he's going to start on second, and we'll see. My bet is on Chris Cornelius trying to bunt him over, because they need to score at least 1 if they want to keep this ball game going. My take is he tries to bunt him over. Just get him to third. So we'll have to see. And here is Chris Cornelius now. Kumana out on second. Good one to have out there, plus base path speed. Takes a first pitch ball. Corner infielders are going to play in. They're thinking what I'm thinking too. And the Baysox make a call to the bullpen as Cornelius grounds this to the shortstop over to first. He's not able to move Kumana over, which is tough there. And there's 2 away now for Jack Conley. The Baysox call upon Dionysus Almango. We saw Almango the other day. He gave up a run in the bottom of the 10th, or in the 9th to tie it up, but was then a clean bottom of the 10th that the Fightin' Phils were not able to score. So that was Warren and Almango who faced off in the last extra innings ball. Almango gave up that 2-run home run to Stokes to tie it up in the 9th, and Warren gave up the 2-run home run in the top of the 10th. And Almango came back and shut down the Fightin' Phils. So he's going to have a 1-run lead this time as Conley takes ball 1. He's going to try to get Granny Kumana over to third. He's already in scoring position, but there's 1 out. Up the left side, Kumana has to hold up at second to throw over the head as Jack Conley is safe, and he gets Kumana to third. Redding's got the tying run on third. An error by the shortstop, Westberg, the rookie, allows Jack Conley to be safe on first, and they have runners on the corners now with just 1 away. And they go back to the top of the order with Matt Kroon, who's had a 4-hit day. Could we ask for 5, or at the very least, a sacrifice fly would help us out a little bit. Way outside from Almango. Kroon holds off. He tells Kumana to hold off. There's ball 1. Reading the opportunity to tie this up in the bottom of the 10th. They're down by 1. Now they're hoping to walk it off. With Matt Kroon at the plate. Another pitch downstairs. Back-to-back balls from Almango. Runners on the corners here, one out in the bottom of the 10th. Kroon chases a high fastball, 95. And it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Rennie Kumana on third. Jack Conley on first. It's Matt Kroon up at the plate as Reading trails by 1 in the bottom of the 10th. Almango with the 2-1 to Kroon. Below the knees, ball 3. And Almango is a ball away from walking the bases loaded here for Bryson Stott. Called strike at the knees. Looks like the same spot as last time. This time it goes in the favor of Almango, though. And it's a full count here to Matt Kroon. Gotta drive in the run to at least tie it up. Send it deep enough that Kumana can score. Even if it's an out, he has to score. Ball 4. Kroon takes, and the leadoff guy does what the leadoff guy's supposed to do. Gets on base, and the bases are loaded here in the bottom of the 10th for Bryson Stott. Now Stott already has 3 hits today. A double and 2 singles. And he'll face off against Almango. And now we'll see a visit from the pitching coach, Justin Ramsey, here. As Ramsey comes out, so does the entire infield. And as the pitching coach and the infield resets, it's Bryson Stott coming up to the plate. He has Kumana on third, Conley on second, and Matt Kroon on first. There's only 1 out on the board. If he can send it deep, he can at least tie up this ball game as Reading is down by 1 run. And it's the top prospect at the plate. I don't think there's anybody else you would want up at this moment. Almango sets up. The righty to the lefty here upstairs. Ball 1. Called strike at the knees. Down low, but he takes. Not something he could have done damage with. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stott pops it foul. It gets on the roof. There's strike 2. Just 1 out on the board here for the Fightins in the bottom of the 10th. Bowie leads 8-7. Both teams 11 hits on the board. Big moment for the team in the bottom of the 10th inning. They've got Bryson Stott up with the bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Stott, another foul ball back. We'll do it again. Everybody chases after a Stott foul ball. A big catch. Kumana, Conley, and Kroon around the horn for the Fightins. And Stott takes downstairs, evens the count at 2. Almango on the third base side of the rubber. Here's the 2-2 outside. It's where the catcher wanted it, but they didn't get Stott to chase. And that is a sign of a mature batter. A full count here to Bryson Stott. Almango in danger of walking in a run here to tie up this ball game. Bryson Stott quite possibly could do way more than that. Stott takes it deep enough that Kumana should be able to tag up. It's out to left. He comes home. Here's the throw. The play at the plate is no good, and Bryson Stott ties us up at 8. Conley and Kroon have to stay put, but a sacrifice fly from Bryson Stott makes it 8-8 here in the bottom of the 10th. The Fightins have 1 out to go. And it's Jalen Ortiz who's still looking for his first hit of the day. Ortiz, the number 11 prospect in Reading's system, hasn't been able to really get anything on the board today. But it's tied up here, so Ortiz got to get something moving, or we got to do this whole thing all over again. Just past the 3-hour mark in this ball game. We were lucky to avoid the rain in regulation. Ortiz with a runner in scoring position and another one on first takes a ball from Almango. A check swing. He doesn't go around, ball 2. Now a good stop by Hudgens, because that was almost in danger of allowing Conley to move over to third. Almango looks back at second. Now he comes home. That's ball 3 to Ortiz. Following Ortiz, Madison Stokes, who's also due for a hit. And then we're on to Josh Stephen. Now this is the heart of Reading's order. They've been quiet so far today. Here's the best time to be loud. 2 runners on, 2 out. We're tied up in the bottom of the 10th. Almango to Ortiz. He fouls it back. 3 balls, 1 strike. The Phillies have taken a lead of their own. They lead 3-1 over the San Diego Padres in the top of the 5th. Rhys Hoskins of Jubal Herrera RBIs to put the Phillies on top, but the Fightin' Phils trying to get on top here with 2 on and 2 outs in the bottom of the 10th. Ball 4, Ortiz takes. The bases loaded once again. Conley to third, Kroon to second, and Jalen Ortiz at first. Now Conley was the one who scored the go-ahead run in the walk-off the other night, and a chance for him to do it again as Madison Stokes steps up with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the bottom of the 10th. We're tied at 8 runs and 11 hits apiece. Stokes 0 for 4 with a walk today. Just needs to drive in a run here. Ground ball left side, can again the gap, a diving third baseman onto second. They get the easy out. And that'll do it here in 10. On to the 11th, and we'll see if Reading makes a pitching change for the top half.
Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to a ball game every Sunday home game at FirstEnergy Stadium. Sundays are Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Classic Harley-Davidson. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $50 when purchased in advance. Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long here at FirstEnergy Stadium. The Fightins feature special post-game concerts throughout the entire season with more live music than anywhere else in Berks County. Each post-game concert features $1 off St. Boniface Brewing and live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's post-game concerts thanks to St. Boniface Brewing. From the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro & Son. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin' Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO.
Sacrifice fly from Bryson Stott makes it 8 apiece here as we go into the 11th inning of work. And they make a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen as Zach Warren hands the ball off to Nick Lackney. That is Reading's 6th pitcher here in this ball game. I only put 5 spots in my scorebook. I'm going to have to think about putting a 6th spot for next year's. As Nick Lackney comes out here, tie ball game in the top of the 11th. We've only seen 11 innings one other time in this ball game, or in this season, as the Fightin' Phils won that. Josh Steven drove home Bryson Stott in the bottom of the 11th against Binghamton on June 24th to win 10-9. But first, they're going to have to get through the top of the 11th clean. Both teams 8 runs on 11 hits. Now, the place runner, of course, is going to have to start on second once again. That was the person who made the final out. So it's Johnny Reiser out on second as Nick Lackney pitches a ball. We've seen Lackney one other time in this series. 1 inning of work, 1 hit, 1 run on 13 pitches. Gave up a solo home run to Cody Roberts, who's not in this ball game right now. He'll start it off against Toby Welk, back-to-back balls. Three straight balls, Nick Lackney here to Toby Welk. And on 4 balls, he walks him. So now there's 2 on and nobody out here for Nick Lackney and the Fightin' Phils. Trying not to let them score here. So any run we score in the bottom half would be a win instead of a catch-up, but we'll have to see how we go. As Sean Williams comes in to talk to Lackney here. Just talking about this with my coworker. Triple play. Have not seen a triple play this season. And Reading has not seen a triple play in quite a while. Had it written down in my notes. Have to find that by hand. Sean Williams out to talk to Lackney here. Turn to triple play. June 23rd, 2016 versus Akron. They did it in the 9th inning to end the game. And I was watching a couple of them online as Chris Hudgens goes for bunt, misses, and it's ball 1. The infield's going to remain in, Stassi and Stokes, while Bryson Stott holds on the runner at second. Another bunt. It's laid down the third base line. The pitcher, Lackney, fields it on to first, and he gets him as Brock Stassi lays out in the middle of the infield. Cornelius was covering at second, and that shifts both of the runners into scoring position here, but there's one out. And that's a sac bunt from Hudgens that gets the runners over. Reading couldn't decide who was going to pick up that ball. Jack Conley wanted it. So did Stokes, but Lackney picked it up. One away here with Reiser on third and Welk on second. Caden Grenier takes a called strike. Swing and a miss, strike two. Jack Conley is going to have to be perfect behind the plate. He cannot let anything by him, because Reiser will come home. Infield playing in. They're going to try to preserve the run at the plate. Lackney looks back at second. An 0-2 count here to Caden Grenier. He comes home, bounces it in the dirt before the plate. There's ball one. There's ball two. Everybody in the infield touching that infield grass. Lackney with the 2-2. Again, bouncing it in the dirt before the plate. Ball three. Two on, one out here in the top of the 11th. We're tied at 8. As Grenier pokes it foul, we'll go again. Inside ball four. After all that, being ahead 0-2. Caden Grenier works a walk, and the bases are loaded here. Now, getting a runner on first does set up the Fightin' Phils for a double play. That would end the inning. And here's Jordan Westberg with runners on all the bases in the top of the 11th. Westberg pops it foul there, strike one. Lackney comes home upstairs. The count moves to 1-1. Reiser on third, Welk on second, Grenier at first. Ground ball left side. This could be two. Stokes bobbles it. He'll come home. And they get the force out at the plate. And now he's saying safe. He's saying out, he's saying safe. He said out, and now he's saying safe. Safe. And it's an error on Jack Conley. He couldn't keep his foot on the bag, I guess is what they're going to say. He said out, and then Conley must have picked his foot off, and he said safe, pointed at the plate. So, Riser scores, and the Baysox lead 9-8. And Lackney's still going to have the bases loaded. Swing and a miss. Strike one from Patrick Dorian. Got a ball to his count as well. Welk shifted to third, Grenier to second, and Westberg able to reach first on a fielder's choice. And they don't get out at the plate. He hits Dorian, and another run scores. So now it is Bowie 10, Reading 8, and that is a lot of deficit to make up in the bottom half.
The right fielder, number 13, Kyle Stowers.
Here's Kyle Stowers. With the bases loaded and one away. When Reading returns, though, they'll have Josh Steven, Brock Stassi, and Grenny Kumana. They're going to start with Stokes on second base. So that's a good spot in their order. Now, they had the bases loaded in the 10th and wasn't able to seal the deal. Lackney gets a first pitch strike to Stowers. And there's strike two. One ball, two strikes. Lackney looking for out number two. Here in the top of the 11th, Baysox have already got 2 runs scored. Stowers checks his swing and he goes around. There it is. A big out number two. And here's Andrew Daschbach with the bases loaded but 2 away. Comes inside and he hits him. He hits him again. And another run scores. It is 11-8 here. And it looks like Anayuri Zabala warming in the pen for Reading. Now Jack Conley's going to come out to talk to Lackney here. He still has the bases loaded, and he's looking for out number 3 with Andrew Daschbach here. Daschbach had a solo shot in the 10th. And here is manager Sean Williams. They're going to take Lackney out of this ball game. That was just to give Zabala some more time. Conley looks like he's given some encouraging words to Lackney there. Lackney taps him on the shoulder. Tough go, but it's not over till it's over, as Lackney is going to be replaced by Anayuri Zabala to get us out of the 11th.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph's 67 Club is the original hospitality area at FirstEnergy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, the 67 Club gives you front row seat to all the action at the hot corner. The area is safely protected from line drives with large see-through netting. Starting at $31, groups of 20 or more can enjoy a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet. Children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com or call us at 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phil's game ticket for only $18. No need to visit the concession stands. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. Selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL Order online at Fightins.com or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
The R. Phils and Savage 61 are excited to bring you Fightin's baseball live from the comfort of your own home. If you are listening to this now, you're probably watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Thanks for tuning in, and feel free to check us out on rphils.com/pressbox for all the elite baseball information on the Fightin' Phils.
A call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen to get us out of the top of the 11th. Nick Lackney hands the ball over to Anayure Sabala with the bases loaded. And Zabala's going to have to face Zach Watson here. And trying to just get the final out of this inning. Try to get his team back up to bat, down by just 3. He comes upstairs, ball 1. 98, the first offering by Zabala. Here's the 1-1 on the inside, ball 2. Gets the called strike, down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes here, and Zabala's a strike away from getting us out of this half inning. Swing and a miss, and he does it. The first batter he faces, he strikes out to get us out of the 11th. Now, 3 runs have already scored for the Baysox, but Reading has an opportunity in the bottom of the 11th. They'll start with Stokes on second, down by 3.
What does it mean to bank locally with Tompkins? It means keeping your money in your community with a team of neighbors to guide you through big decisions and milestones, plus all the convenience of our mobile app where you can manage your account, deposit checks remotely, send money to family and friends, even turn your card off if it gets misplaced, then back on when you find it. Ready to bank locally with the team at Tompkins? Visit Tompkins Vist Bank online or at a branch to get started. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Copa de la Diversión is an initiative of MILB which creates alternate identities for teams across the country wishing to better reach out to their Latino communities. The new identity represents more than a luchador. Luchar means to fight for, and luchador translates to fighter. But it also signifies a specific type of fighter, a masked wrestler. The mask logo pays tribute to some of the most notable elements of the city of Reading. Embodied in the luchador's masks is Reading's pagoda, surrounded by 23 sun rays representing the Latin American countries and Puerto Rico. Down the bridge of the nose is Reading's fire tower. Home plate serves as a luchador's mouth, with FirstEnergy Stadium's facade creating the upper lip. Below the chin are train tracks, symbolic of the historic Reading Railroad. And along the side are baseball seams, a nod to Baseball Town's rich history. Fans can look forward to the R. Phils players suiting up in Los Luchadores de Reading caps and jerseys on specific games throughout the season.
Well, without recording a hit, the Baysox take a 3-run lead in the top of the 11th. Reading will have an opportunity here to tie it up and possibly walk it off in the bottom half of the 11th. And they will start with the placed runner, the last out of the 10th. That's Madison Stokes, out on second.
Stephen. Number 15, Madison Stokes running at second base.
Josh Stephen is going to start us off here. He is 0 for 5 today. Then we'll get on to Brock Stassi and Granit Kumana as Reading is down by 3. The Phillies lead 5-1 over the Padres, a multi-home run game for Rhys Hoskins and his first one back from injuries. And they are through, they're in the top of the 7th. Josh Stephen pops it up in the infield. It's caught by the second baseman. There's one away.
The first baseman, number 34, Brock Stassi.
Here's Brock Stassi. He's walked twice today and scored a run. His wife and daughter in the crowd cheering him on. And he'll take a called strike to start it off. The Baysox make a call to the bullpen. Logan Gillespie is going to come in here to pitch for McSweeney. And we saw Gillespie yesterday as well. We saw him in game 2. 1 inning, 2 hits, as this one is rocketed by Stassi into center field. An easy catch, though, for Reiser, and there's a quick 2 away. Stokes is forced to stay at second. And with 2 away, it's down to Granit Kumana. Bowie 11, Reading 8 here in the bottom of the 11th inning. Kumana takes strike 1. Ground ball left side. This could be it for the Fightins. On to first, and that'll do it. Reading falls in extras here, 11-8 at FirstEnergy Stadium. And they wrap things up at home. They'll hit the road for 2 series before coming back for 6 more games. I'll be on the air with you from Portland for the next 6 games as the Fightin' Phils take on the Sea Dogs. That's the AA Red Sox in Portland, Maine. Fans, thanks for joining me. I'll see you on Tuesday.